I've been a full-time creator for a while now, and I definitely know the struggle when it comes to taking your entire day just to edit a video. That's why I developed this simple workflow that'll work for any type of software, and it'll make your edits extremely fast, literally just seconds. And it's so simple, I broke it down all on a whiteboard. You could be one whiteboard away from changing your life.
Now, to start things off, of course, you start with your A-roll and basic cuts. I mean, that's the blunt of our entire video is the A-roll and basic cuts. So then I like to go straight into B-roll. And the reason why I go from A-roll to B-roll and not A-roll to instant captions or instant animations is because at the end of the day, this workflow is trying to minimize as much animations as possible, because that's how you're gonna turn around your videos from taking them for 2 to 3 hours to only just like 5 to 15 minutes. And yes, it's possible because I do it 24/7. Then I go into the ideation. So I basically figure out where I want my zooms, I want my transitions, what kind of animations that I'm going to put wherever in the sequence. Just figure out what type of animations you want to put in the video. Then I go into my next phase, which is after obviously we go from ideation, we go to our basic animations. And the reason why I say basic animations is because you don't want to do the hook in this scenario. All you want to do is do your basic zooms and your basic transitions. That is majority of your video is going to be that, because at the end of the day, after we do this, we're gonna go into captions, which is doing a shit ton of the animations for us. And then I like to go into my captions and basically just animate the captions, do whatever type of captions you want. But at the end of the day, I don't really animate the captions too much unless it is the hook. And that's why I go from captions then to hook. Now, the reason why I kind of hold off the hook is because the hook is gonna take up 80% of your time. Like, it's just going to take up majority of the time out of all of this. This is gonna be the big time spender, and that's the reason why we wanna kick out all of this, so then when we get to this, our video is basically done already for us and we don't have to think about it. And once we have all of this here, it kind of gives us the style that we are getting from the video to inspire the hook. And then our last but not least is obviously the sound effects and music. Make sure that you're doing your sound effects at the end always, because this just really speeds up the workflow and it really brings all of the animations alive. Because if you don't have the animations and your hook, how the hell are you supposed to do your sound design when there's nothing happening in your video? Now, the way I lay this out on the track is a little different than most people. So I'm just gonna draw some tracks right here. This is not the greatest, but it will do. You can see that I have my sequence here. I have my video tracks. So this is the main video track right here. This is where we're gonna go our A-roll, and then this is where the sound effects are. And then this is our video track 1. Here's video track 2, 3, 4, and so on. Obviously, like you said, you put in your A-roll. So here's like my A-roll. There is my A-roll. Then I go on to my B-roll, which I make sure that the B-roll is right on top of this main footage. So right here, don't go any higher, go right here. So I'll just draw some really quick. B-roll, B-roll, B-roll. Now, once I have my B-roll, this is awesome. And now, because we're in the ideation phase, I like to use like adjustment layers to just like kind of figure out where I want my zooms and everything. So this purple will be like zooms. So I'm just gonna draw them really quick. So here's our zooms. Maybe our transition will be like this one, and our zoom is over here. So now that we have that, then you go into the text. And you wanna make sure that your text are below all of your zooms and everything, your transitions, but above your B-roll, because then you can have those captions being shown on the B-roll. And if you don't want to, obviously you can cut it out like so, but I'm just gonna draw this entire thing as our captions, just like so. And then you can do all your animations and everything. I like to do just my animations, like I just like do them over here. So just like animation, probably animation, call to action will be like right here. And then obviously I wait for the hook to be at the last part, and then I create my hook. So like here is my hook, because this is gonna take majority of the time. And then once we have our hook, all we have to do lastly is add the sound effects. So I'll just add some sound effects down here. Now that's my full-time kind of creative workflow that's helped me and other people really edit fast But there is one more thing that I did not mention, and that's by using tools that'll help you edit faster and create these animations that actually have so helped me very much and all these other people that it takes me less than like 10 seconds to create a hook. And if you're wondering how I create these hooks in like less than 10 seconds, go click this video right over here. It'll teach you exactly how I create these hooks in that amount of time. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!